Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well and having a wonderful day wherever you are in this beautiful world. It is a beautiful world. The sun is shining, the birds are out chirping, and yeah, we're here to live another day. And one thing I do know is that this mic isn't the best, so these recordings do sound a little bit low budget because they are. I mean, I'm using my phone, a small stand, and very cheap microphones. But nonetheless, I'm here with another message today. Well, not a message per se, but I feel like I need to share a little bit of what I have inside of me. Um, because I've seen on my comments some people are having some difficult times, going through some difficult stuff. I don't know exactly what those things are that you're dealing with, but I can imagine that it's not easy, and that your faith is being tested. And that isn't nice. It isn't nice questioning, especially questioning God, where He is, what He's to do with what you're going through and dealing with on a daily basis. And today, I also feel challenged. Like many others, I feel challenged. I have no idea what lies ahead of me. Work starting again soon, 5th of January, and I need to get my own place by the 10th of January. So yeah, I'm still on probation when it comes to the job that I'm doing. I've got debt, a lot of debt that I have no idea how I'm going to be able to pay if I don't get an income. I have no idea how I'm going to get a job if I can't afford a place to stay. And those are like challenges that I need to deal with in my current situation. I've been couch surfing for the last year. Well, not the last year, but the last 6 months. I lived on my own and I kind of squandered everything that I had. Um, but besides the point, I'm also questioning what's to happen next. And this is the truth. Who of you can add a single day to your life by worrying? And that's a verse in the Bible, and it's so true, because who of us can? I mean, by worrying, it only brings the opposite of joy into our lives. And yeah, I think trusting the Lord, even though we don't see His hand in this current moment, but trusting that He will come through no matter what, is difficult. I mean, there's numerous stories in the Bible of men and women that have trusted Lord and actually got tired. I mean, many people, David, um, Elijah, Job, Joseph, so many other names that I can mention that have been tired and trusting the Lord, but never gave up faith, never gave up hope, but got tired and trusting because circumstances didn't change. And some of these men went through rigorous battles, years of suffering, and some of you do too. I apologize. Some of you are also going through challenges just like me. This is life. I mean, challenges happen to all of us. Life happens to all of us. But it's a choice how we react, what we do, what we say, in everything that we live. It's all a choice. I mean, to give you a little bit of perspective in my life, I grew up in a house where I was the black sheep. I was never really wanted in the house that I lived. Never really loved for and cared for. I was always pushed aside, always told to keep my mouth shut. And God gave me strength to run away from this place. God gave me strength to get out alive, you know. I've been put into multiple houses with different families in foster care, and numerous times I ran away because I was misunderstood. But God understands me. God understands you, and it's difficult. It's difficult being rejected by the world and dealing with problems when it's not even your fault. I mean, you're not the one to blame. You might be different, but that's what God called you to be, is to be different. Now, some things are in your hands, in your control, and some things aren't. Like the way people treat you isn't in your hands, but the way you react and treat people is in your hands. The way you believe in God and the way you choose to live in the image of God, following God, Jesus, is still your choice. And I mean, I didn't have a choice in the house that I was born. I didn't have a choice there. I didn't have a choice what my life was going to be like moving forward. And to be honest, my life has been nothing like I wanted it to be. Nothing that I wanted actually happened. I didn't get the love I wanted. I didn't get the support I wanted. I didn't have the family that I wanted. I lived on the streets. I've been rejected by many people, friends, family, even in my relationships. I mean, that's not what God intended for me, but it was a choice that people made. And I had to feel the consequences of their actions. But it's not to say that I can react in a way that make people feel the way that I do. It's not to say what people do has to diminish my faith in the world and in God's doing and works in this world. And I'm sure some of you are going through times where people treat you like trash. Circumstances aren't reflecting the way that you want it to reflect. Your bank balance might say no, whereas your heart says, yes, I really need this. I really want this. And it could be finances, it could be relationships, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be yourself that you just want to feel at peace with, but struggle to because everything around you is screaming chaos. And I want you to know that God is in control despite all this chaos, despite the inability of you being in control of everything. I mean, we just don't have control over everything. We have control over certain things, like if I do wake up, the fact that I actually stand up, go brush my teeth, go dress up, and show up, show up wherever it is. If it's going to the park, if you don't have a job, if it's going to the shops, talking to people, and getting yourself out there some way or another, it's all a choice. And if you don't show up, God cannot do his works. I mean, if you stay stuck in a cave, if you stay stuck in a building, you're going to be stuck. Nothing's going to get done. And that is challenging. It is challenging because you're not the one that hurt you. You're not the one that put yourself through these challenges. Or maybe your choices did lead up to you dealing with some challenges just now. But let's say you didn't. Let's say you're really doing what's right, and you were really being the outcast out of everything and by everyone, and you really didn't mean any harm, and you really did do the right thing. That God was still in control. That God will still lead the way, that God will still make a way. I trust it to be true in my life. Through everything that I've been in my life, I still trust that God is in control. And it's so strange, I want to tell you this, God met me at my lowest when I didn't want anything to do with life. or anyone, God met me. And it's crazy because I rejected God and He still came to me. But it was my choice. Am I going to keep rejecting God, or am I going to accept God for who He is and for what He's done? And am I going to reflect onto my life and view the world as a positive place and everything as a positive experience despite it being negative at times? That's a choice. It's all a choice. And I mean, it's not your choice being hungry. If you're really hungry and wanting to eat something, you haven't got something to eat in the fridge, or you don't even have a fridge. I mean, that might not be your choice, because obviously you'll choose to have a fridge filled with food and being able to eat healthy whenever it's possible, or whenever you feel like the need is there to eat. But sometimes you just don't have that, and it's horrible. It is horrible, and I wish I could do something about it. I wish things could be different, but it can. It can. It doesn't mean because you don't have anything, you don't have anything. I mean, there's still a possibility for you to gain something. And the fact that you have nothing, if you do have nothing, shows you that you have nothing to lose. So going out there and doing what's necessary for you in the right way, not by stealing or not by hurting or doing illegal stuff, by doing what is right, you have nothing to lose, but you have the world to gain. And same in my circumstances, if I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. To be honest, if I don't keep doing what I'm needing to do, I'm gonna be in a lot of shit. Honestly, like I'm gonna be in big crap if I don't fight through this. Because I'm in a point where if I do end up quitting, the repercussions of me quitting will be worse than it would be if I just continued. Um, so yeah, I mean, just continue fighting and pursuing God in everything that you do. I mean, life isn't easy. The climb isn't easy, but the hilltop is amazing. Seeing the view and being able to get there and saying that I actually did this and I'm okay is a privilege. I mean, if you got legs, arms, ears, mouth, nose, eyes, and a full body that is healthy, that's more than enough to be thankful for. I mean, there's people that have everything in the world, like money wise, and they don't have health. Now imagine being sick and not being able to enjoy your wealth. That sucks. I'd rather be healthy and not have everything or anything than to not be healthy and have everything. Because sometimes money just can't buy health, like it can't. And that's a lot to be thankful for. I mean, if you have a body that is functional, that is working, you have a mind that is clean, um, you have more than some other people out there. You've got more than some people will ever have is health. So to be thankful for that is really a compulsory. Be thankful for what you have, even if it's just a healthy body. Um, yeah, but where God met me, I must say, is in my deepest moments. And I needed God every time, like in my highest times, in my lowest times, I needed God, and even in my flatline moments, I needed God. I need God every single day. I can't go a day without God because I'm imperfect. I'm just a human. I make mistakes, and sometimes I feel too much, and sometimes I feel too little, and I ask of God to help me in those moments where I feel too little, where I feel too much, so that I can have compassion and so that I can deal with whatever I'm faced with, however deep it may be. But in all odds, of me living this life and going through what I did, God has still brought me here. And I must say, reflecting back to this year, I have no idea how I made it. And I have no idea how I'm going to make it moving forward. I have no idea. But I know that if God is there, I'm there too. And wherever I go and God is there, I'm there too. As long as God is there wherever I'm moving to, that's all that matters. And I think the same for you. If you can get in a stage or in a place in your life where you can, no matter where you are, what you have, as long as God is there, you're there too. That's a very, very, very important place to be. If you can, despite all odds and despite all challenges and despite all difficulties, trust that wherever God is, I will be too. Or wherever I need to move to or go to, I trust that God is there too. I trust that God is guiding me through this tunnel, through this mountain, through this valley, through this ocean, through this depth, through this storm. God is guiding you. God is holding you on His shoulders. God is leading you. And yeah, it is difficult. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is difficult. It's very, very difficult. I'm the last person that will say it's not difficult, because it is. I would be a hypocrite if I said it's not difficult, because it's damn hard. Life is damn hard, especially if you try to do everything right and it just seems like everybody's pushing you away, everybody's stabbing you in the back, everybody's betraying you. It is difficult, especially if you've got so much love to give and so much to do or wanting to do, and it just feels like nothing adds up. Imagine how God must have felt coming in flesh and everybody rejected Him. Nobody, well, not nobody, but people killed Him for doing what is right. And that means you're on the right path. If people hate you, if people make you struggle, if people bring you down, you have the right to obviously walk away from that, but you're obviously doing something right. I mean, if you're not doing something illegal, that's per se. But I mean, if you're doing what is right, being honest and truthful in the hardest way possible, and people reject you and make your life difficult, then it shows a reflection of themselves and not you. And it reflects who you really are as a person, that people cannot deal with the truth if you're being truthful, which I believe you are. And if you're not, go sit down and reflect on how to be truthful, what to be truthful in, and trust that God will open revelations to you where you can then better yourself on a daily basis, where you can self-reflect and see to yourself, or see for yourself, what it is that needs to be changed, where you can meet God in the middle. And yeah, again, like, the little bit of my testimony is really like, I've been through some shit myself, heavy shit. But I know that there's someone worse off than I am. There's always someone worse off than I am. And that's horrible. That is horrible. And not to downplay my life and not to upplay other people's life, but we all go through challenges, all of us. Some of us have little challenges, some of us have big challenges, but it's all something we experience as challenges, whether they be big or small. And I want to remind you that no matter how big or small the challenges, you have the choice to react in a good, positive way or a bad, negative way. And how you respond is a reflection of your personality and character. Whatever challenge you go through, that's preparation for whatever is next. The choices that you make will precede you to the next level, whatever that level may be. But it comes with faith, and it comes with trust, and it comes with knowing that God is in control, knowing that God will meet you at a point and be with you and guide you through this entire journey, which is life, and all its challenges and all its majesty, because this is an amazing place. This is an amazing place. I mean, I've touched on challenges and a little bit of the negative things of my life, but damn, I've lived a good life as well. God has showed me so many beautiful things in this life, in this world, through people as well. I mean, my life wasn't all bad. I mean, I would lie if I told you my life was all bad, because it wasn't. God was with me. God has shown me many things, nice things, beautiful places, beautiful experiences. And I hold on to those experiences, and hoping that soon I will be experiencing similar, if not the same experiences, you know, as a reminder of how beautiful life can be, or how beautiful life is. And to thank God, obviously, through whatever experience I go, you know, whether it be a bad experience and a good experience. But making sure that I react the right way depending on this experience that I have, you know. If I'm going through a bad experience, not to blame God and not to lose hope and lose faith, no matter what the circumstances may be, no matter how challenging things might get, no matter how hurt I may feel, that I may trust God, and you too trust God and know that God will pull through. Yeah, so I'm thinking, trust God. Trust God in this new year as well. Trust God. Trust that miracles will happen. Have faith, like visualize it. Visualize that something will happen, something good, something amazing. God will pull through. And when He does, never forget to thank Him. Never forget to attribute to what He's done for you. In all His majesty, He comes through to you. You know, I'm still here. I have no idea why and how, but God pulled me through. Though I'm going through challenges still, God pulled me through. And He still does every single day. The fact that I woke up this morning being able to breathe, to experience the sun, to listen to some music, make this video for you, you know. And I'm still learning still. I'm still getting to get to know how this works, what I need to say, what I need to do, and how to give through a message to you in a way that you understand and you resonate with. You know, that we can relate, because I know there's many people that can relate with me in this crazy times that we live in, the crazy experiences that we go through on a daily. I mean, my life has switched up the last year. It's been weird and wacky and wild. I went from being in a relationship a year ago that I thought I was going to marry this person, living in a stable, comfortable house, looking for a job, a stable job, to breaking up with her, living on my own, being dead ass broke after living on my own, like going through absolutely everything that I had, losing 2 cars, being in an accident, and now not having a place to stay. But I have a job, I have a good job, and I have a car, again, you know, so that has to be God, you know. Despite everything that is still not perfect, that has to be God, because I've been just making it, like just, and I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy, it's weird, it's really weird, but I do still trust God, and I do still trust that whatever He's got planned, He's able to do it. in His time. And I trust that you will believe that too. Yeah, interesting message. I have no idea why I needed to say this, but I say it regardless, and I'm going to upload it regardless, and keep it unedited like I always do, so that you can see the raw version of who I am and what I go through and what I feel and what I speak about. I mean, I'm just a human being sitting here on the couch, sharing a story, trying to get a message out, trying to hear what God has to say and what He wants to tell His people. And I don't know what this means for you. I don't know what it means for me. But I'm sure trying. I'm really trying. And I'm sure you are too. So I want to leave this with you. Don't stop trying. Like Denzel Washington says, fail forward. Like, even if you fail, learn from it and move forward. And don't fail again. And even if you do, move forward and try again. Keep on trying. Keep on believing. Keep on having faith. Because some other day things have to change. Like, it just has to. There's no other way. It just has to change. Life has to change. Things have to change. Things has to manifest. Things around you cannot be the same if you're not the same. If you have changed, things around you have to change as well. So keep at it. Keep at it and don't quit. Have faith, because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the things unseen. And God will provide every need that you have, like every need. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't really know what to say furthermore. I'm sitting here. It's a beautiful day. I want to go do something. I have no idea what. I want to be around cool and loving and kind people, genuine people. I miss that. I do. I'm secluded most of my days. I keep to myself. I work, I study, and I enjoy nature and music. All of you know I love music. I do. But yeah, just don't forget that God is in control. And have a wonderful day.